Hello, I'm John Snell, Interim Athletic Director at Baldwin Wallace, and I am here with Jamie Gibbs. Jamie is our head men's wrestling coach, and Jamie has had a tremendous career here so far at BW, going on his 9th year as our head coach. Jamie's won 4 conference championships in a row, and the year that we were the host of the National Division III Wrestling Championships, Jamie advanced 9 of 10 wrestlers to the NCAA championships, one of only 2 schools in the country that was able to pull that off. So let's learn a little more about Jamie Gibbs, our wrestling coach. Coach, you grew up in the state of Iowa, which many consider a great wrestling state.
It's the best.
Boy, it didn't take him long to say that, did he? And for those wrestling people out there that are watching this, tell everyone who your wrestling heroes were growing up in the state of Iowa.
Well, let me back up. Ohio's a great wrestling state, and there's lots of them, lots of good ones out there, and I just wanted to start things off with a little bit of laughter, so how about that? Growing up in Iowa, obviously everybody probably thinks Dan Gable, and obviously growing up, everybody knew of his legacy, watched him on film a million times, but growing up, my heroes were probably Tom and Terry Brands, and the amount of intensity that they brought to the Iowa program. I think every kid my age wanted to be like those guys. The amount of energy and toughness that they brought to competition was just contagious and awesome for the fans.
2 pretty good wrestlers now. One is the head coach at the University of Iowa. Pretty good guys to follow in the wrestling world. You've had a lot of great success as a college wrestling coach. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment in coaching up to this point in your career?
I'm going to give you a real quick short list. I mean, I would say it's hard for me to say just one. I'm proud of many things, but here recently, we've won 4 out of the last 5 conference championships. We're the only team in the conference to have won an NCAA regional championship, and we've won 2 out of the last 3 NCAA regional championships. We are the only team in the conference that's placed top 8 in the country at the national duels each of the last 4 years. And then another thing that we're super proud of is we've produced 28 NWCA academic All-Americans since 2015. In 2019, we were 2nd in the country in team GPA behind Johns Hopkins University. So we're getting it done in the classroom too, and I'm super proud of that.
Pretty good accomplishments academically, Coach, as well as wrestling. Tell everyone what you love about coaching.
It's easy. Relationships, not just with the athletes, but everyone in that athletic, in that athletic competition. So I'm talking about the parents, I'm talking about the trainers, I'm talking about the statisticians and everybody in that athletic competition.
Coach, tell everyone again, you've had a lot of great moments, a lot of great success, and a lot of great moments here at BW, but if you had to pick one of your favorite coaching moments at BW, what would it be?
The year that you brought up, the year that we hosted nationals here, and that was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome, getting to host the NCAA national championships. And probably one of the highlights from that weekend was at the very end. In 2018, Jason Zastro was the NCAA National Coach of the Year. So our very own assistant coach, our head assistant wrestling coach, was voted by his peers the best Division III assistant coach in the entire country, and it's he earned that.
Great tribute to you, and a great tribute to him to be honored with that. You've lived in Wisconsin, you've lived in Iowa, you've lived in North Carolina, but now you're a Cleveland guy. Tell everyone your favorite thing about Cleveland.
I think the thing that I like the most, it's an awesome place to raise kids. There's just so much to do, and yeah, I think the greater Cleveland area is a hidden secret. I know growing up, my perception of Cleveland wasn't a positive one, and now that I'm here, my in-laws moved here from Iowa, so like I think it's a great place to raise kids. There's so much to do here.
Yeah, I think it's pretty neat that your wife's family has moved to Cleveland to be close to you, and you got two little boys that I think love being in the Cleveland area too.
Absolutely.
I know that you and Jana like to go out and eat, even though you do a great job of keeping your weight down and staying in shape. But your favorite place to go eat in Berea, Coach, would be what?
For me personally, Aroma Bagel.
Aroma Bagel.
Aroma Bagel.
Wow, that's a new one for our coaches.
Aroma Bagel.
Yeah, awesome. It is a neat little place, though.
It's an awesome place. Now, I know there's other coaches that frequent there, so it may not be their favorite place, but it's my favorite place. I love that place.
Yeah, how about that? All right. What would you want people to know about you that they won't find in your coaching bio?
I don't know if I want them to know this, but I'll share it because I think that they'll find it interesting. That my wife was probably a better college athlete than I was. She was a 4-year starter in softball on teams that made the NCAA tournament 3 times and even the World Series twice. So
how about that? Pretty impressive.
I did all right.
Yeah, you did all right for yourself. You married up, Coach.
That's right. That's right.
Tell everyone what it is that you appreciate about BW.
Probably the fact that I've got 35 plus role models for my 2 boys. There is not a better place to raise 2 boys, probably a better place to raise children than in college athletics, male or female.
And you have great people right here in our department.
Absolutely.
For them to follow. It's been a crazy year. This COVID stuff has been quite interesting. But so far, what have you learned from this COVID experience?
I think my biggest takeaway is it just reaffirms how contagious attitudes and perspective are. So, just who you choose to hang around and be around is super important every day.
I think it's great to have a positive perspective through all this, isn't it, Coach?
Absolutely, and it's much easier when those around you are positive and have a great perspective on things. So,
besides your family members, who would you say are the people in your life that you appreciate the most?
My coaches. That's why I do what I do. The amount of influence that they had in my life is I'll be forever grateful. So if I can give a little of that back, it's awesome. But it's all my coaches besides my family.
Last question, Coach. If there's something that you wanted to say to our followers or something that you wanted people to know about BW, what would it be?
I think to our fans and our followers is just how grateful we as a coaching staff and an athletic department are for your support, and others out there, again, if you're serious about wrestling, I mean, there's D3 athletes that make Olympic teams, explore just how competitive Division III athletics is across the board in all sports. So continue to support us and get out and support Division III athletics.
And there you have it, our fun facts with Coach Jamie Gibbs.